Hey guys, welcome back. I am feeling much better than I was last week, and I am so ready to run some vaults today. So, let's make ourselves a crystal. And since we completed all of our bounties last episode, we should have 3 new ones. Perfect. So we have complete an elixir for 2 mystery eggs, complete a scavenger for 2 echo gems, and submit a bunch of chromatic iron for 2 mystery eggs. I probably have some chromatic iron to spare. Please take all of this. Perfect. And we will open you later. And then I guess if we take both of these, then we can run a random vault and hopefully we will get either a scav or an elixir. So let's see what we get. Ooh, a champion's abode scav, which wants 2 creeper eyes, which isn't exactly ideal. 8 purple mob essence shouldn't be too bad, and skeleton bone shards, red scrolls, and blood vials. Blimey, 12 blood vials. That's quite a lot. I mean, it's not the easiest scav we've ever had, but it's also not the hardest. We just have to get really lucky with those creeper eyes. I think this should hopefully be very fun. Hello, do you have some skeleton bone shards for me? I don't know why the ores have skeleton parts in them, but you had one. That was very kind of you. We may as well take these while they're right here. And we've got 2 champion spiders. Wonderful. This is exactly what I wanted from my first vault of this. Is multiple champion spiders coming to kill me. But you gave me a pog. That was very nice of you. And if you could stop bleaching all my mana, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, I'd forgotten champion spiders. That's not the best thing that has ever happened, but we survived. It's all fine. Come on, give me a creeper eye. That's 2 zombie brains. Not quite what I was going for. It's close, admittedly. It's closer than you had to be, but not quite right. I'm still ever so slightly sad every time I remember that we can't find these things inside of dungeons anymore. So I was like, maybe I can find like a living dungeon, that'll be great, and that won't work. So sad. Goodbye. Thank you for the epic magnet. How are we doing? We have 3 of the purple mob essence. They're very not being kind. No creeper eyes. 1 skeleton bone shard. No red scrolls. But enough blood vials. Yeah, that's not the best state that we've ever been in. What do you want? Kill 56 assassin mobs. I mean, maybe we should just try and do this. Just find a bunch of slimes or something. Because this objective, I don't think it's going to get done. We'd have to get incredibly lucky on an awful lot of things. So maybe we just try and complete this favour instead. Oh, there's a ethereal champion somewhere. Okay, it's got to be over that side because they're all losing the effect over here. I need the champion to come out. And it turns out my thorns can still hurt them, which is good to know. I know you're in here somewhere. Are you trapped under a bush? Please? Just die. Thank you very much. Now stop being ethereal. Stop it. Thank you. Alright, no big slimes, but I think we should be able to grab these ores and then head out, because we've only got like a minute left, so I think we're just gonna have to make our way out of here. Definitely not our best scav ever, but honestly, that was a really tricky one, and we just didn't find any creeper eyes, so everything else didn't even really matter in the first place. Oh boy. But we found 90 coin piles, 32 ores and 146 chests, and 828 mobs. And we did find a bunch of champions, which I'm pretty sure gave us a good amount of gear, so that is fantastic. But yeah, we just could not find many of the chests we needed. But even without completing the vault, we did get a lot of good stuff from it. We got 9 mod boxes, 3 mystery eggs, a decent amount of ores and bronze, a pog, 2 jewel pouches, and 14 gear pieces. Plus, we also got the bounty crate from earlier. So, let's see about these 2 jewel pouches. Ooh, 2.8% item quantity? Yes, please. And the other one? Those are all pretty bad. Let's see what the random one is. A max roll mining speed with a small amount of item quantity. I will take it. And as for all of this gear, we managed to find 1 piece of gear with a legendary modifier, which I don't think we found any legendaries last episode. Or maybe we did and we've just forgotten. Anyway, we managed to find 1 piece of gear with a legendary modifier, and that is this rare focus with a +2 to the level of blizzard arrow, which I don't think I will keep hold of because I don't think that's anything I particularly intend to use. However, I do think I may keep hold of this epic magnet because I'm pretty sure we currently have a space for one in our backups chest, and an epic magnet with this many repairs, that's always pretty welcome in my book. And I think I just want to head straight back in and hope that we get a little bit luckier this time. So let's make the crystal. And you know, this time I think I want to try my hand at an elixir because those were very fun last episode. So we'll just pop the seal on and let's hope this one is as fruitful as our last episode. Oh, it's a horde plus 50% item quantity. And I think we're in a blood moon theme. Also, we've had, is this the 4th vault in a row where we've had a random modifier? Because I swear last episode both of our vaults had random modifiers, and then we just had Champion's Abode and now Horde. We have been on a very lucky streak, and hopefully that lucky streak will extend to getting some good rolls on this elixir, because, oh, I really would like to complete this one. But also, a Blood Moon theme is always not as terrifying as like a Nether or a Void theme, but the Horde mobs actually hit quite hard in here. So, you know, hopefully it won't be too bad, and they do drop some elixir. So that is fantastic. But what about you? You also give some elixir. Okay, off to a pretty good start. You know what? Actually not too bad. I think an entire ore room could be quite beneficial. Oh, hello. Do you give good elixir? You actually give pretty darn good elixir. Give me these gilded chests, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, that has actually made quite a big difference. We are now just about on track for this. We just need to try and do exactly what we've been doing for the entire rest of the vault. And then we should hopefully actually have enough. We do also need to find a hand in actually, which I don't think we've seen a single one, which is mildly concerning, but I'm sure we'll find one before the vault runs out of time. Surely, right? Ooh. Ore room with a hand in it. Wonderful. So one of the things you've got to love about ores is kind of like with the horde mobs, even if they only give you a bit of elixir, there's normally an awful lot of them, so a little bit suddenly becomes a lot. Like, look at that. Each one only gives not a huge amount. I mean, it's better than most of our rolls, but there's not like anything super crazy. But because there are so many ores in a single POI, it makes a huge difference. Wonderful. Okay, this is looking so much better than it previously was. Let's just keep exploring and see what we can find. But I have much more hope for this now. Especially because this is yet another ore room. Hello. And we can consume a lodestone. Perfect. Maybe we'll try another scav after this as our last vault, because it would be nice to also complete that one. And because scavs are fun, and I feel like we haven't really played many of them recently. But I kind of want to run a chaos vault, but I can't guarantee the objective of a chaos vault. We could do a scav and add some catalysts on it. That could be fun. Ooh, hello, difficulty normal for some ornates. I'm here for this. We've got 3 minutes. This should be just fine. And thank you for the fountain of knowledge. Ah, is the champion going to spawn this time? Yes. I still don't know what happened last time, but I'm glad that it's been sorted out. Oh my god, that's a trinket. And that's another trinket. What is going on? This was a normal dungeon. It should just have some sort of okay loot, not this. Jesus Christ, why is this giving us so much good loot? Look at that. This is just a normal dungeon. Well, thank you very much. That was very kind of you. I'm glad that the champion spawned, and I'm glad that I somehow got incredibly good loot from just a basic dungeon. Now that is fantastic. God, for a second, wasn't sure we were going to do that. But then everything came through clutch, so we completed the bounty. Got 40 coin pearls, 256 ores, 136 chests, and 620 mobs, with extra 50% item quantity. So I am very happy with that. And so many ornate chests. That ornate dungeon, Christ, that was so good to us. And just look at all of this loot. We got 8 mod boxes, a ton of ores, including 44 black opal, a bunch of focuses, 3 jewel pouches, 2 trinkets, and 35 gear pieces. Plus, we completed our bounty, and we completed the vault, so we also get all of this. So, let's see what we can find in these 3 jewel pouches. We have, 2.7% item quantity, I will take that. 9% trap disarm, 10% trap disarm, I will take that. And finally, we have, 2.6% item rarity. I think I've got to take that. And as for all of this gear, 2 new transmogs. We found 2 pieces of gear with legendary modifiers, and the first is this scrappy shield with a plus 51% knockback resist, which I'm not particularly interested in, so I think we will scrap that. However, we also got this epic chestplate with a plus 81% mana. Now, it is unfortunately a 2 prefix chestplate, but considering it's also got the legendary, I think I might keep hold of it. However, I think I will also be keeping these 3. So we have these epic boots with our lovely 3 prefixes and a pretty good implicit armor and a ton of repairs. So that is looking quite promising. Then we have this epic sword, which once again has a good number of repairs, and while its implicits aren't great, the prefixes aren't too bad. I mean, specifically the attack damage, and it's actually got a pretty good sweeping hit chance, which I've never actually played around with, but could potentially be interesting. And finally, we have this epic chestplate, once again with 3 prefixes, and a good amount of repairs, and a pretty impressive durability, so this also has quite a lot of good potential. And as for our resource booster pack, plus 7 vault plating per 5 dwellers killed, not bad. Plus 1 vault diamond for each 6 living chests, okay. And 1 paynite per 10 ornate chests. I think this is a better deal, and it's shiny, so let's go for it. And then we of course have the 2 trinkets from that one normal dungeon, which is still crazy to me. But I'm hoping if somehow this is a frog and a clover, that would be ridiculous. If I could even just get one of those, I would be incredibly happy. But the chances aren't great. So let's see what this first one is. It is another pair of treasure goggles, which, like I said last time, I really should use more often, but they are not quite what I am looking for. But maybe our second one will be a little bit luckier. Okay, yep, okay, Vault Gods. I'm taking the hint. The last 3 trinkets we rolled, I think, were all treasure goggles. I think the Vault Gods might be giving me a hint that they really want me to use these. Oh, but I'm just gonna end up having so many issues without the frog. I am definitely going to just walk straight into a block expecting to walk up it, and not, because I will not be wearing the frog. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take the hint from the Vault Gods, and at least for this one vault, we are going to use the treasure goggles instead of the frog, and hopefully I won't forget when I'm running that I haven't got the frog on, and I actually have to jump up some blocks. But this, considering I think we do want to run a scav, this might actually be quite helpful. So let's make a crystal for our final vault of the day. And I think since I did promise a little bit of chaos today, let's make this a little bit interesting. So we have a 3 times challenge stack and 1 times wild, but we also have bonus ornate, bonus coins, bonus gilded, and bonus living. So hopefully this should be a bit easier to find some of the special chests, especially since we should hopefully be able to see them with our treasure goggles, and we do have some wild in case we get asked for purple mob essence again, and we have guaranteed ourselves a scavenger hunt. So let's just give this a try. And we can of course take another bounty, so we have submit 95 vault essence and get 2 echo gems. I will take that trade. Thank you very much. Let's just take you and put you over here. And I guess let's go see how this scav looks. I almost didn't take my bag. That would have been really bad. Oh, you want 2 goblets, 12 rip pages, 3 sacks, 8 black mob essence, and 6 skeleton wishbones. Okay, nothing that's omega. We do need 2 goblets, but hopefully our bonus gilded chests will help with that. We will need to find an ore room though for those skeleton wishbones. I possibly should have added some ore modifier onto this. Oh, and we actually only ended up with 1 challenge stack. Expertise coming into play is so nice. My god, you wouldn't think that changing 1 trinket would make a huge difference, but it feels just so different to not be able to walk up the blocks. I know it's just because I'm used to it, and I'm sure I will get used to this not being able to, but like, god, the frog is just so convenient. Yeah, you just can't get away from how convenient the frog is, I'm sorry. People always are like, why do you like it? But I like it because it's great. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Can you give me some skeleton wishbones? I mean, you gave me 2. That's actually pretty good going. Thank you very much. I will add 2 minutes to the vault timer. I think I might need it. I mean, on the plus side, even if we don't manage to get out of here with completing, which, I mean, hopefully we will, but even if not, with these extra chests, we are at least getting some good loot. So, you know, there's swings and roundabouts. Hello. Oh, there's so many gilded chests down here. Surely one of you guys is going to have a goblet for me. Right? Yes! Thank you for listening to my instructions and following them so nicely. Let's have a look and see how we're doing. So we have 2 skeleton wishbones, we have 3 black mob essence, we have 2 of the 3 sacks, we have 7 of the 12 rip pages, and we have 1 goblet. It's actually not going too badly. It could be going better, but it could definitely be going worse. Yes, that was a goblet. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, could you be an ore room? Oh my god. No, this is not an ore room. This is something even better. Jesus Christ. Okay. Instead of an ore room, we'll just find the absolute best room in the game. That's also a good idea. let's just take care of this real quick. Hello. I think, is this the third? I feel like this is like the third time we've found this. Oh boy. Level 100 and like the third time, but this is the absolute rarest room in the game, and it's for a very good reason, because just look at all of the loot that is just pouring in. Oh, we are gonna come out of here with so much stuff. Oh, I am running out of backpack space. You know what? You guys go in here. How are we doing? We're doing fine for time, and considering we found this, obviously if we can complete this scav, fantastic. If we can't, this is worth the time. This is worth all of the time in the world. Well, we used up all of the shovels that we have, so we are going to have to replace those with some new ones. But oh my god, I need to quickly, just very quickly. Holy god! Oh, we got so much stuff. Okay, we, however, need to keep going. Actually, how are we doing on this scav? We still need the skeleton wishbones, but we have all of the black mob essence, we have the sacks, we have the rip pages, and we have the goblets. I think we just need the skeleton wishbones. Okay, let's run and find an ore room. Wait, is this an ore room? I think this is an ore room. Yes, okay. Please have the skeleton wishbones for us. If we can complete this, along with finding that room, this is going to be such a good vault. I mean, it's already an amazing vault, but it could be just a little bit better. Yes. Yes. Come on. I don't know how many we have. We're gonna have to look it up. Yes! Okay, let's double check. 6 skeleton wishbones, yes. 8 black mob essence, yes. 3 sacks, yes. 12 rip pages, yes. And 2 goblets. Yes! Okay. Let's hand in some of our things. So we have skeleton wishbones and goblets, rip pages and sacks. And then we'll just leave the black mob essence on our hotbar and do a little bit more looting, because we still have like a minute of getting some loot, especially since so much of it is just freely available for us. Ooh, pirate's lockpick. In you go. And we completed the vault. Oh, this is actually ridiculous. Completed the vault and got the Omega dig site. You can't make that up. And we completed the bounty with 113 coin piles, 101 ores and 127 chests and 579 mobs. We got everything we needed from that. And a pretty good split of chests. Honestly, putting the bonus chests and bonus coin piles onto a rock, you do just find so many more of them. They are everywhere. And I will admit, the treasure goggles did help us with that. As much as I also just prefer having the frog, the treasure goggles are great because you can just see where everything is. But, oh my god, actually, 17,000 treasure sand. Ah, yeah, that will do it. Okay, let's just take this in for a second. Now, this bag doesn't look that ridiculous. I mean, we got 4 mod boxes, over 1,800 bronze, 303 catalyst fragments, and a bunch of ores, but generally, this looks pretty normal. Then we open this bag, which has a ton of catalysts and over 1,000 chromatic iron, and you think, well, that's a little bit stranger. And then we open this. 11 jewel pouches and 54 gear pieces, and it's crazy, especially, like, look how many of them are rare and epic. Oh, it's just so good. Plus, we got another Pirate's Lockpick, which gives us the clue of at a low chance, and I do think it has something to do with the, like, drowned oasis-y themes, but I am very interested to find out more about this, because I would always like an unidentified treasure key. And then, on top of all of that, we completed our bounty. Also have the crate from before we went in, and we completed the vault. So we get all 3 of these. So let's see what we can find in all of these jewel pouches. Ooh, a legendary durability. I will take that. Those are all pretty low. Let's see what we get from this. A pretty mid-roll copiously. That might be scrapped. Ooh, another legendary durability. I mean, I will take it. Those are all really low, apart from that one. Let's see what we get from this. A base roll item quantity. I think we will be scrapping that one as well. Our gambles are not doing great work for us today, but maybe this one will. Yes, that's more like it. 2.9% item quantity. Thank you, thank you. 10% trap disarm. I will take it. Ooh, a legendary item rarity. Yes, please. +1 hammer size. I can never pass up a hammer size. Let's gamble it. I think we will scrap that one. Soulbound. I feel like that might be useful. Let's take that. Those are all pretty low. Let's gamble. A max roll trap disarm. Thank you. And our final jewel pouch. Reach, trap disarm, and vanilla immortality. Interesting. Soulbound or item rarity. I mean, these aren't great rolls apart from the vanilla immortality, which I don't really care about. So let's go for the item rarity. And what about our 3 booster packs? We have 2 stat and 1 evolution. So let's go with the stat packs first. +1 ability power, increased attack damage, or trap disarm. I've got to go attack damage, I think. And what about you? Increased area of effect, movement speed, or mana? Let's go for movement speed. And as for our evolution pack, we have resistance for each adjacent resource card, copiously for each green adjacent card, or copiously for each row stat card. I mean, adjacent is not a great modifier because that's a maximum of 4. Let's go for the copiously for row stat cards. And then, what about all of this wonderful, wonderful gear? We managed to find 2 more pieces of gear with legendary modifiers. So the first is this common focus with a max roll cooldown reduction legendary, which having a max roll cooldown reduction legendary is pretty awesome, but I don't think that will ever get me to use this. So we will scrap that. But then we also found these rare leggings with a +40% increased ability power, which is a bit of a mid-roll, and it's also ability power, so I think that will also be scrapped. Although it does just have so much durability and repairs. It's kind of crazy in that respect, but I think we will just be scrapping those. However, I do think we will be keeping hold of both of these. So first we have this epic shield with a wonderful almost max roll implicit thorns damage, which is very, very nice and plenty of room for other modifiers, so I think we will keep that. And then we also have this epic helmet, which has the wonderful 3 prefixes. It does generally need an awful lot of work because nothing is really where we want it to be, but I think it might be better than some of my backups, so I'll keep hold of it, at least for now. And I think just before we finish for today, it has been a little while and we have a decent amount of soul shards. Let's just pull 10 unknown items and see what we can find, because they always seem to be so variable. Some days it's amazing, some days it's not great, so hopefully we'll get the first type of day this time, but who knows? So let's see what we get. Okay, that was definitely not the best set of pulls we've ever had, but maybe we'll get something interesting from these packs and from this gear. Alright, mod box first. A blazing energy cell. That's actually pretty good. And how about these booster packs? Let's do wild first. Green, yellow, blue, yellow or yellow, red. I mean, green, yellow, blue sounds great. And what about the arcane booster pack? Taunt if there are between 1 and 5 evolution cards, Fear if there are at least 9 red evolution cards, or Smite if there is at most 1 row card. We obviously don't use any of these, but most likely to use is possibly maybe Smite. Let's take you. And finally, what about our 2 gear pieces? Common sword, don't think that's worth keeping, and a scrappy magnet. Nope, I think those are both just destined for the scrapper. To be fair, I was probably expecting a bit much to ask for good luck on the black market after finding the rarest room in the game, but you never know until you ask. But with that being said, I think I'm going to leave this episode here, and what an episode it turned out to be. Completing 2 vaults, finding the Omega dig site, I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. I think next episode I want to try running a couple of bingo vaults and possibly a chaos vault as well, because I really do want to practice my bingos a bit more, and it feels like a very long time since we've done a chaos run, so I am very much looking forward to that. But until then, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!